Root Riders are being used by everyone right now, but the truth is, there's more than one way to use them, and not all are equal. Today, I'm showing you 3 of the best Root Rider armies at Town Hall 16, starting with the easiest and building up to the more precise variations that offer insane value when executed correctly. Let's get into it. First up is the classic Root Rider army. This one is as spammy and simple as it gets. If you've ever just dropped all your Electro Dragons from one side of the base and watched it play out, this is the ground version of that. For the army composition, you've got 4 healers, 5 Root Riders, 7 Valkyries for the main push, a mini Warden to boost troop HP and support troops including balloons and headhunters. The spell setup includes 3 rage spells in total, 3 freeze spells, 2 skeleton spells to distract defenses, and 2 invisibility spells. In the clan castle, we're running 5 Valkyries, 1 poison spell, and the siege barracks. The hero setup is King with Phoenix, Giant Gauntlet, and Rage Vial. Queen with Unicorn, Healer Puppet, and Giant Arrow. Warden with Healing Tome, Eternal Tome, and Diggy. Royal Champion with Hog Puppet and Electro Boots. To execute this army, pick a side close to the Eagle Artillery. Start by funneling a corner with your king. Use Barbarians if needed to push him into the right compartment. Once the king sets one side, funnel the other with the siege barracks and queen. When the funnel is set, spam all of the main army, including Valkyries, Root Riders, Healers, Warden, and Royal Champion, straight through the middle. As the army pushes into the core, drop your rage spells over the healers. This is key. Even if the rage doesn't hit the Root Riders directly, rage up healers will keep them at full HP the entire raid. Pop the Warden ability early to protect the troops during the first damage-heavy section. In this attack, we went into an anti-2-star base. The Town Hall was left standing for a bit and the Warden ability was used early, but it didn't matter. The healers kept the Root Riders alive, and luckily the Queen and Royal Champion handled the Town Hall instead, or Root Riders. At the end, we had plenty of spells left and nearly all the Root Riders were still alive. This army is powerful and super easy. That's why it's first on the list. Now let's look at the second army, which is almost the same, but adds Overgrowth spells. So for the army composition, it's again the same setup for the army. But in the spells, we now have 2 Overgrowth, while removing a couple Rage and Freeze spells to make room. The clan castle remains the same. 5 Valkyries, 1 Poison, and Siege Barracks. The hero setup is also mostly the same, with one small change. On the Royal Champion, we switch the Hog Puppet for the Rocket Spear to increase her direct damage. Execution-wise, this is almost like the first army. Funnel with your king using Barbarians and push him into a compartment. Make sure to push him into a compartment because he will set a solid funnel with his ability. While that's going on, drop the Siege Barracks and Queen on the other side. Once both sides are funneled, drop the main army down the middle. Root Riders, Valkyries, Healers, Warden, Royal Champion. Here you might have to hold on a little on the rage spells cause you only got 2. The big difference now is Overgrowth usage. Use the first Overgrowth early on a critical section like the Monolith or Eagle to take pressure off your army and most importantly, to keep them together. Keeping your troops clumped means Rage and Healer support reaches all of them at once, and the base melts faster. Pop the Warden ability as they approach the Town Hall or other high DPS zone. Even if they get stuck in Giga Poison or Rage Tower sections, Rage on healers will keep them alive. Use the second Overgrowth later on to redirect or protect troops as they approach back-end threats. This version is more about timing the Overgrowth spells and keeping your troops moving together. Use leftover invisibility or skeleton spells if needed, but often you'll still finish with extra spells unused. Just be careful with your Overgrowth timing, and this army will crush any base. Now on to the final army. This one is slightly harder, only because it includes Royal Champion Walk. The RC walk combined with Root Riders adds precision and extra value, but it requires timing. For the army composition, we make one small change. We bring an Electro Titan and a few more Barbarians for funneling. The main difference is in the spells. You now have 5 invisibility spells, 1 recall to pull back the Royal Champion, 1 rage spell, 1 freeze, and 1 skeleton. In the clan castle, you bring the same Valkyrie's poison and overgrowth spell, along with the siege barracks. The hero setup stays the same. Execution begins with the Royal Champion walk. Drop her on one side, then count to 4 and drop your first invisibility. As soon as it wears off, count to 4 and drop the next. Keep repeating until you've used all 5 invisibilities, or the fox gets eliminated early. If you're worried about timing, you can drop all the invisibility spells one after another right away. After she gets her value, recall the Royal Champion. Now funnel the other side using the King and the Siege Barracks. Then spam the rest of the army straight into the core: Root Riders, Valkyries, Healers, Warden, and recalled Royal Champion. Use the Rage spell to help with the entry push. Pop the Warden ability when your troops hit a major damage section like Town Hall or Monolith. As the troops push into the core, drop the Skeleton spell on a high damage defense like Ricochet Cannon or Monolith to distract and delay. You also have 1 Overgrowth spell in this version, and it's your clutch spell. Use it to keep the army together or protect them during a DPS spike. With the right execution, this army leaves no defenses standing. The RC adds massive value up front and then helps clean up late. The Root Riders, backed by Rage Healers, rarely go down. And the Electro Titan brings balance with solid front-end tanking and helps great when dealing with defensive CC troops. So to wrap it all up, if you want the easiest army to run, go for the classic Root Rider spam. If you want more control and cleanup safety, run the Overgrowth version. And if you want precision and big hero value, go with the RC walk variation. All 3 are powerful and can be chosen according to how aggressive or careful you like to play. If this video helped you, tap like and copy the army links in the description. Try them out, see which one fits your style, and let me know in the comments which one worked best for you. More Root Rider guides for other town halls are coming up next, so hit subscribe if you don't want to miss those. Go make some 3 stars, and I'll see you in the next one.